In today's video, we're going to give you the secrets of shooting one-handed. Whether you're using your dominant hand or your non-dominant hand, it is a system or training thing that you need to know. Why do you need to shoot one-handed? Well, they are called handguns. They were designed to be shot one-handed. We're more accurate with two hands, I understand that. But there could be a scenario where you lose your dominant hand. You could take a bullet, you could take an impact, your arm could break. There's a lot of different stuff. Many years ago, I did a training class with a guy who lost his dominant arm in a work accident, and we had to teach him to shoot left-handed. And it took us a little bit, but he ended up getting it. It's not that much different. The only problem we have with shooting one-handed is we only have control with 3 fingers. And having control with 3 fingers, we're not going to be able to gorilla grip this gun and control it. We're going to put too much torque on it. So we have to add some leverage to it. And we're not going to use our sights. We're going to use the back of the firearm. We've talked about before, instead of using your sights, rubber gun guys, no bullets in anything, you aim here, you vision here. What this does for us, it gets a gun more in our line of sight. It's very hard for me to look there and keep the gun down below. I have to put this gun up in my line of sight to see the back of the firearm. This will help you not only with shooting one-handed, but this will help you with actual point shooting as well at the range. Shooting one-handed and point shooting are a couple things people don't practice enough. One, they're probably not comfortable with it. They feel like they're going to be out of control, and they don't feel it's going to be safe, but it's just as safe as anything else. One of the most important things to understand when we're gripping a firearm is we want to sort of, instead of kind of printing it out and bringing it straight up here and looking through our sights, our problem is our sights are going to be a little harder to see. We want the pistol to be more level than anything else. So in a scenario, we want to use the rails of the firearm to help us see through while staring at this in the back. And when we do this focus here, I'm focusing on the camera, and the firearm is in between me and the camera. That's where the bullet would impact, if that makes. If we drive it out like this, I'm focusing on the camera, and I'm looking through this spot on the back of the firearm, and I visually see the camera itself. So this is what we're going to do on this paper plate. Now, when we drive this weapon out, what are we going to do? Drive it with? We're going to drive it with our pecs, gentlemen. It's an easier thing to do. Just drive your pec out and push out. Now, what do we do with this hand? Well, we're going to assume that it's damaged, but we don't want it anywhere near the firearm. So anytime that you're trying to work one-handed, just grab the top of your shirt, just like this. And that will keep this hand out of the way. And there we focus. This would be the look for us. And then we're going to engage the trigger. Now you notice the gun is canted. And the reason why it's canted, that takes the recoil this direction instead of this direction. And it's going to put less pressure on your elbow and other things you're trying to drive with when you allow it to rise and fall in this direction. Now, there's a few challenges of shooting one-handed. There is loading a magazine. There is racking the slide. There's a lot of different stuff. Now, technique-wise, for racking the slide, you have the front of the gun right here. And this piece is out sticking the barrel. And if you were to take this and press against this here with something hard, like this cabinet here, it closes automatically. Now, it's going to be very hard to rack a slide one-handed. But that's part of the feature that we could do. You could always figure some way of holding on to it. I've done the knee thing before, where you just hold the gun between your knees and try to rack it. But we're not going to get too tactical on this today. We're just going to shoot the gun one-handed to kind of show you it can be done. We're going to work on the 8.5 by 11. Well, that's an 8-inch paper plate, and kind of show you. So focus-wise, we're going to put rounds in. We're going to push out, grab a hold of our shirt. We're going to push out here in front of us, keep the weapon level, and cut to 5 shots. Then we're going to load a magazine and do exactly the same with your non-dominant hand. Now, I'm focusing with both eyes open. If you're a one-eye closer, this is going to be a little more challenging for you. This helps us work on a third thing that we don't practice enough with, is shooting with both eyes open. If you're focusing on this right here, you don't need to close an eye. You can keep both eyes open. So I think what we'll do is we'll run this drill a couple times to kind of show you. What we're going to do is try to get the magazine in. And obviously, the scenario would be, you never want to shoot one-handed if you have two good hands. Does that make sense? So we're only going to fall to this when it matters, if that makes sense. And chances are it's never going to matter, because most of us are never going to get in a gunfight in a scenario anyways. But we need to be able to practice it enough to understand we can do it. All right, I got the target. Now what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to practice at a very short distance, 3 yards max. And I want you to work on focusing on your back of your firearm, centering it in the paper plate, and just take your time pressing the trigger. I'm going to set this video up. I think we'll be okay right there. I'm going to put the magazine in and rack the slide. Now, obviously, I did that with that hand, but we know the gun is hot. Just for simplicity purposes, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to put my hand in my pocket. Now, you know what? I'll grab my shirt like I told you guys to do. I'll grab my shirt. I'll push it out in front of you. Focus through the sight system. And just slowly press the trigger. Okay. They go to slide lock. That's okay. So there are 5 good ones with my dominant hand. Saw I canted it a little bit. Saw they all went there. Now let's do it with our left hand. One of the things, how this probably would work, is that you have your separate magazine in your pocket. You got to a point where you're at slide lock and you need to get your other mag out. That's the scenario. So if we were in that scenario where we're in oh shit reload, and there I have my hand, this hand is gone now. It got hit by something. Now I need to take this magazine that was in my pocket, find a flat surface, and slam it in. Now once I found a flat surface and slammed it in, I'm going to use the front piece of the slide here, rack it down, and close it. Now the weapon is hot. Now I'm going to push this thing back out in front of me. I'm going to put this hand on my shirt. I'm going to reach out in front of me. I'm going to work on my sight system and try to put the shot there. Now this is very difficult when you're using... Okay, there we go. That did go to slide lock again. But that is the scenario. I don't know if you saw that last bobble there. I went to go pull that trigger and the gun dipped a little bit. That told me I was doing I got a little anticipation there, if you think about it. Now check this out. This is right-handed and left-handed. The idea of this, guys, is practicing enough that you're just comfortable with it. You don't have to be an expert marksman. Would that have won in a defensive situation? The answer is absolutely yes. I took my time shooting. I probably would shoot a little faster in a defensive situation, but trying to shoot one handed is a drill you need to practice on a regular basis. Guys, I'm a firearms instructor who specializes in you. And I offer a lot of different stuff for you guys to educate yourself. Obviously, the YouTube channel was set up to motivate, educate, and entertain. But I have ebooks that if you want one, check the link below, put one in the cart. It's yours for free. All you have to do is put free book at checkout. What the book's about? They're about grip and stance and trigger control and sight picture and sight alignment. You guys love these things. You've been buying them a lot. We appreciate that very much. It does support a family-owned business. Those books are normally $3.99. They're on sale for $2.99. So when you get your free book, if you want to add a couple more to the cart, it would not hurt my feelings at all. Speaking of helping you, we have the Masterclass coming up June the 2nd. What's a Masterclass? It is a full course webinar working with me exclusively for 5 weeks to get you shooting more accurate. Are you tired of missing at the range? Are you tired of not just figuring it out? We put the Masterclass together, and it doesn't matter where you are. It's online, guys. All you need really to do is sign up for the Masterclass, have a range that's near you, be able to get to the range at least once a week and shoot 50 rounds, and I will improve your accuracy, I guarantee. I'm so confident that you'll shoot better than you ever have. I'm offering a money-back guarantee. What's it cost? For 5 weeks working with me, it's only $99.99. Click the link below. There's a description of it. It starts next Monday, June 2nd, and we go for 5 weeks, improving your accuracy and allowing you to conquer your firearm once and for all. Don't take my word for it. Check out some of these reviews.
What's up, guys? My name is David Navarro. I am one of the beta testers from the state of Washington. I believe I'm the furthest student from John. And let me just say, I was super hesitant when I first took the class, or before actually entering into it. I didn't know if this was a scam or not, but let me best believe this is not a scam, man. This is actually something legit. I had a lot of fun in this class. I had some prior firearm training, but John really polished me up. He made my accuracy, my precision so much better. His teachings really did take my skills to the next level, and I'm sure he will show you some of my targets. This actually is very important class, and I would recommend to anybody, despite distance. Many of us that are on the internet every single day, we're already getting training from different YouTubers and different forums out there, whether it be from Reddit or whatever, right? Asking for different drills and what's the perfect hand grip and everything else like that. The difference between that and this class is that this class, yes, it might be them online or whatever, but you are going to get it personalized to your targets. When you go to the range and you show John your target, he's going to tell you exactly what you did wrong and how. Believe me, it sounds almost like mystic. It almost is, really, but it really is something that has been incredibly helpful to my shooting life. I have a wife, I have a family, I need to protect them. I need to make sure that when I shoot from my finger, right, I shoot that trigger, that it is spot on and that I'm not going to hit anybody else. It is important to me, my safety, my defense, and this is what John is all about. John is to help you defend others, and this is why I recommend his class 100%. He is extremely friendly. He will work on your time, especially me as I was coaching. He helped me. I highly recommend. I hope you take his class.
Hi, how's it going? My name is Steffens. I actually just wanted to take a few seconds to speak about my firearms training with John G. Johnson. I've been in the 4-week masterclass with him to better help my accuracy, proficiency with a handgun. Best class I've ever taken. Most knowledge, simple, straight to the point. If you take the time and work out and put in the knowledge that he's giving you, Get to the range and practice. I promise you'll be a better shooter. I'm living proof of that. As I'm in Boston, Massachusetts, and John is in Florida, physically, I haven't had a chance to get down there and train with him. But the classes that we've been doing, the training with everyone else, and the beta group that he's provided right now, top tier stuff. If you are interested in a solid way to raise your proficiency in shooting, I highly recommend this. Thanks again, John. Looking forward to working with you.
Both those gentlemen were not even near me. One was in Washington State and one was in Boston, Massachusetts, and I improved their accuracy just like I can do for you. If you want to join the masterclass, we'd love to have you. Click the link down below, get signed up, and you will be mastering your handgun very soon. What do you need? You need to be available Monday nights at 7 p.m. and get to that range, do your homework. The course is pretty cool because not only you get the course, you get an ebook, you get targets, you get homework. When I talk about grip and I talk about stance and I talk about trigger control, the course has correlated videos to show you exactly what I'm talking about. It's like having your own personal firearms instructor making you a better shooter. And that's all I want to do. Educate, motivate, and entertain. If you'd like to contact us and talk about it or email us, those contacts are down below as well. And then if you have any other questions, we answer all of our comments. Don't hesitate to comment down below as well. Until next time, guys, God bless, be safe, and remember, you are your first line defense. Get out there and practice shooting one-handed.